A wonderful day, grade 8 learners! Welcome to Englandia, where you can have fun while learning right at the comfort of your home. Come and join me as we explore, discover, and conquer the world's challenges through English. I'm Marjorie C. Caballo, your teacher friendly for today. Our topic for today is using modal verb, noun, and adverb for English 8 Quarter 1, Week 3. It is anchored to our most essential learning competency, which is to use modal verb, noun, and adverb correctly, with the following learning objectives. Identify modal verb, modal noun, and modal adverb. And use modal verb, modal noun, and modal adverb correctly. Last episode, we discussed about using conventions in citing sources. It is one of my favorite lessons. But in our new episode today, we will discuss more interesting and exciting topics. But before we delve deeper into our lesson, let's answer the following. Directions. Choose the correct forms of modals. Number 1. Edgar's flight from Germany took more than 12 hours. He be exhausted after such a long flight. A can, B might, C must, D had better. Time's up. What is your answer? Very good. You got it right. The answer is letter B. Number 2. The book is optional. My teacher said we could read it if we needed extra credit, but we read it if we don't want to. A cannot, B must, C must not, D we don't have to. Time's up. And your answer? Wow, correct. The answer is letter A. Number 3. Just hear the speaker because the crowd was cheering so loudly. A can, B couldn't, C might not, D will not. Time's up. Are you sure with your answer? Good job! You got it right. The answer is letter A. Number 4. I could have been hurt. A easily, B probably, C absolutely, D certainly. Time's up. What is your answer this time? Exactly. Nice answer. The answer is letter A. For number 5, she knew with absolute that they are alive. A. Necessity, B. Probability, C. Easily, D. Certainty. Time's up. What is your answer? Very good. The correct answer is letter D. What is your score? Did you get a perfect score? If yes, good job! If not, don't worry because we will deepen your understanding so that you can get a higher score at the end of this episode. This time, let's start to explore, discover, and conquer the world's challenges through today's episode on using modal verbs, noun, and adverb. So heads up now! Focus your attention, get your pen, be ready to jot down in your English journal, and have fun in learning! Let me ask you first, what is modal? Do you have any idea? For your information, modals are auxiliary verbs used to express functions such as ability, necessity, request, permission, advice, desire, possibility, and probability. Take a look at this illustration. Here are the main modal verbs in English. Join me in reading. Can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, must, and ought. They are used to express important ideas. Now, let's discuss how to use modal verb. Can is used to express ability or request. Example, Kyla can write poetry very well. Could is used to express past ability, suggestion, and future ability. Example, Saya could sing when she was 2 years old. May is used in expressing permission or possibility. Example, we may go out for dinner tonight. Do you want to join us? Will is used in expressing willingness, certain prediction, or promise. Example, I will go to school on Thursday. You are now familiar with the use of modal verbs, am I right? Since we already learned the different modal verbs, this time, let's discuss how a modal noun becomes a modal. This chart will help us know how modals become nouns. Let's take a look at the forms of modal. Modal noun. Examples. There is a possibility of giving financial allowance to all students. The obligation to love our country is for all Filipinos. The necessity of personal email for learners is possible. Take note that the underlined words possibility, obligation, and necessity are known as functions of modal and being used as nouns or subjects in these sentences. Remember, if the functions of possibility, probability, certainty, obligation, necessity, requirement, chance, likelihood are being used as subject or as noun in a sentence, then it is called modal nouns. We should be careful that modal noun is just a part of a modal verb. It has limited sources and references. This time, let's proceed. Modal adverb. Forms of modals. Modal adverb. Aside from modal verbs and modal nouns and their functions, adverb is also used as modal. You probably remember that adverbs are used to modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Adverbs can tell you more information about a verb, such as how something is done, or when, or to what extent. Here are the examples of adverb in the sentences. They walked to school yesterday to save an amount for their baon. Take note, the word yesterday answers the question when. Grade 8 students read independently. Take note, the word independently answers the questions of how. She came near the old man to offer help. Take note, the word near answers the question where. Notice that one of the key functions of adverb is to add the meaning of verbs. It makes sense that modal adverbs give additional meaning to the modal verbs. Here is the list of some modal adverbs. Take a look at the examples. You will be able to know how the modal verb and modal adverb differ. You can also use the modal verb and modal adverb together in a sentence. Example number 1. I will help you later. This sentence uses modal verb. I will definitely help you later. This sentence uses modal verb and modal adverb. Example number 2. I can't remember the last time I went to the mall. This sentence uses modal verb. I can't exactly remember the last time I went to the mall. This sentence uses modal verb and modal adverb. Alright, you can now use modal noun, verb, and adverb correctly. Let's try to answer the following activities. Are you ready? Let's start! Directions. Identify the forms of modal used in the underlined words. Be careful in choosing your answers. You can use a piece of paper. Write MV for modal verb, MN for modal noun, and MA if it's modal adverb. Number 1. One possibility is to allow all parents to participate in this activity. What is your answer? Correct. The answer is MN. Number 2. The students will practice their dance in the field. What is your answer here? Very good. The answer is MV. Number 3. Obeying your parents will absolutely lead you to a brighter future. Can you guess your answer here? I can't hear you. Correct. It's MA. For number 4, nowadays, the necessity of wearing face masks and observing social distancing in public places is required. Let me see your answer here. Wow, good job! The correct answer is MN. Number 5. I can win the championship game. What about on this question? You got it! The correct answer is MV. Well, I guess everybody got a perfect score. Good start. You're doing well. It's time to face another challenge by answering the next activity. Directions. Read the sentences below. Choose the letter of the sentence that uses modal adverb correctly. Number 1. Sentence A. Mary will probably read 3 chapters of her favorite novel tomorrow. Sentence B. Mary will read 3 chapters of her favorite novel tomorrow. Number 2. Sentence A. The teachers will distribute modules on time. Sentence B. The teachers will surely distribute the modules on time. Number 3. Sentence A. I can definitely help you with this request. Sentence B. I can help you with this request. Number 4. Sentence A. I will always love you. Sentence B. I will love you. Number 5. Sentence A. Jas will sometimes avoid using his cell phone for health reason. Sentence B. Jas will avoid using his cell phone for health reason. Let's check your answers. And here are the answers. Did you learn new ideas today? Wow, that's great! You have been familiar with the use of modal verb, noun, and adverb. I believe you can now answer our last activity. As we end our episode, we need to test your skills if you really attained our learning goals. Let's now have a short quiz. Directions. Choose the correct forms of modals. Number 1. Edgar's flight from Germany took more than 12 hours. He blank be exhausted after such a long flight. A. Can. B. Might. C. Must. D. Had better.
Time's up.
Number 2. The book is optional. My teacher said we could read it if we needed extra credit. But we blank read it if we don't want to. A. Cannot. B. Must. C. Must not. D. We don't have to.
Time's up.
Number 3. Just blank hear the speaker because the crowd was cheering so loudly. A. Can't. B. Couldn't. C. Might not. D. Will not.
Time's up.
Number 4. I could blank have been hurt. A. Easily. B. Probably. C. Absolutely. D. Certainly.
Time's up.
Number 5. She knew with absolute blank that they are alive. A. Necessity. B. probability, C. easily, D. certainty.
Time's up.
Are you done? Let's check your work. For number 1, letter B. Number 2, letter A. Number 3, letter A. Number 4, letter A. And last, number 5, letter D. Did you get a perfect score? Excellent! I believe everybody got a perfect score because you have shown mastery of today's lesson. Now, it's time to extend your learning. For your assignment, directions. Identify the underlined word in each sentence as modal verb, modal noun, or modal adverb. Number 1. They can speak English well. Number 2. They can definitely speak English well. Number 3. Certainty is the state of being definite or of having no doubts at all about something. Number 4. Probability is simple, how likely something is to happen. Number 5. You should always come to school early. In your next lesson, expect to learn more. Once again, I'm Marjorie C. Caballo, your teacher Franny from Puerto Princesa Dream TV. See you in the next episode for another challenge to explore, discover, and conquer in the world of English. Bye!